Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just found my channel for the very first time, my name is Arlene. I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And on this channel you will find spiritual guidance and twin flame guidance. So if you found this channel for any reason at all, just trust we have found each other for a reason, and thank you for stopping by either way. It's just a great honour and a pleasure for anyone who stops by anyway, but to stick around is even more of a bonus. So thank you so much for everyone who takes the time to like, to comment, to book my services, to join my retreats. Everything you do for this channel and everything you do for me as a person. And I always say I always don't really consider it to be my channel anymore, because it's really our channel, because all the energy that comes through is connecting to all of you. So it's your energy that brings these messages through. So it's really our channel. But thank you all so much. I'm just so grateful for everything and all the love you send me every single day. And I just want you to know I send it back multiplied 1,000 times over to all of you. So thank you very, very, very much indeed. And I took a bit of a self-care day yesterday. I've had so many things have happened so quickly, and it was really, I needed to take a day just to breathe. And I'm going to be doing my exclusive interview with Brains Magazine tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. And sorry, my throat chakras already drying up. And then I'm just kind of getting myself, just trying to, it's just, as I say, everything been a bit of a whirlwind between my book getting published and then I've been asked to collaborate on an app, which has definitely been something I've been meditating over a lot as well, because I'm not a big fan of technology, let's just put it that way. And so when I got asked to collaborate in the app, I was kind of on the fence about it. And then when I realised it was going to be something that was going to be really good for people and help them connect to the angels and, you know, colour and music and meditation and stuff, I thought maybe this is something I could do. And then I started to have doubts about it again. So I sat in meditation because I'm so unsure of technology. It's not that I don't think it's going to be a nice thing, but I'm thinking, should I get into this technological business stuff? And I meditated over it yesterday, and I thought, no, anything I do, I can pour my love into it. I can pour my heart and soul into it. And, you know, Archangel Michael just reminded me yesterday that anything I do, if I do it with love, it'll work out in my favour and it'll help other people in the process. So he just basically reminded me that everything you do with love is a good thing. So I was like, okay, well, it's definitely something I'm going to move forward with. So, and I just had a very grounding day today. I went round and spent time with my 91-year-old friend Elsie. And it was so funny, she was asking me about my book, and I said, I'll give you a copy of the book, but you've got to promise me you don't read it. And she said, oh, why not? And I said, because it's like if 50 Shades of Grey and Pride and Prejudice had a baby. And she kind of laughed with her cup of tea and she went, well, I definitely need to read it now. And I was like, I just love her. 91, and she is hilarious, and she's just really grounding in my life, especially with all this other stuff going on. And she gave me more art equipment for my art box, for my art therapy sessions at the retreats and things. So I'm so grateful to have her in my life. But yes, so yesterday and today, a bit of self-care, a bit of grounding. But I'm feeling definitely good today. And also, before I get into the message regarding the masculine energies, something shifted overnight. Now, if something shifted within the masculines, it's because of the work the feminines are doing. So I don't know who I'm thanking here, but you are doing something. You're doing something on a huge magnitude, a huge scale, and it's because you are basically releasing. And I spoke about this nearly 2 weeks ago now, about how I had the epiphany moment during this eclipse corridor we're in right now, on the lead up to the full moon on Friday. And thanks to everyone who's signed up for the full moon event on Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. But during this eclipse corridor, I have been having so many epiphany moments and releasing moments for myself. And as soon as I had the epiphany moment about releasing the past, my life started to change very, very quickly. Opportunities started to roll in just one after another. But the other thing yesterday, which when I was working with my guides yesterday, and as you know, I work with Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Mother Mary, Goddess Athena, and I worked with so many different energies. And yesterday, I heard something very significant, and they told me your masculine's meeting you in a future timeline. And that was like the light bulb moment again, because I went, that makes sense. That's why you're telling me to let go of the past timelines. Because although we love to think back to the good times and stuff like that, and we love to live in that nostalgia and think about, you know, we focus, and I'm guilty of it myself, hence why I had release. You know, as I say, I always used to think when you let go of the past, you're just letting go of the negative stuff, but it's almost like you have to, you know, it's like the Justin Timberlake song, yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery, and that is the energy we have to be in. And it's not, as I say, it's not because you're releasing your person, you're just releasing the old timeline version of you and them, the old timeline version of your relationship, so that when you're both moving forward on your future trajectory, then your roads can cross again, your paths can meet. And that was basically, when I heard that yesterday, I was like, oh, because I was basically told there's nothing more I can do on my twin flame journey. I mean, I have literally, I only started this channel because I felt healed enough to do so, and because my masculine's always part of me. And because I would never have started doing this channel or channeling messages out if I had been coming from an unhealed place or sitting too much in my shadow. I wanted to be fully balanced enough so that my masculine's here with me all the time and part of what I do. I mean, the reason why I've got so far over the last couple of years with regards to my motivation for my business to get up every day and do what I do is because of my masculine energy. And he in turn also feels my feminine energy with him every single day also. And the last time we spoke, I remember so clearly he was a lot softer, he was more open, he was being more vulnerable, and he was admitting a lot of things. And that's when you know your feminine energy is really working on them. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because it's really important to share these points. I mean, somebody said in the comments the other day, nice reading, but you talk too much. And that's fine, but that's the way I am. And I feel that when I do share things, it's for a reason. It's not just because I like the sound of my own voice, because I actually hate the sound of my own voice. When I hear my voice back, I go, oh, I sound so Scottish. But it's definitely going to help someone, is what I'm trying to say. To understand more about their journey, even if it helps only one of you, it's something someone has to know. So let's get into this message tonight. And I wanted to talk about that before I get into the message, just to make sure we clear the energy and get fresh energy for the twin flame and divine collective. Now, just before I even get into this, I'm seeing like a bomb squad person, and they've got like the red wires and the blue wires, so someone could actually work for a bomb squad or in the military or something like that. But I do feel like someone's wanting to diffuse something. Someone could be wanting to try and diffuse something before it gets too much further, or before things get too deep and they can't rectify it, or they can't bring it back, or they can't, diffuse it somehow. So that just came through. And I'm also hearing Jason Derulo's song. I'm sure it's Jason Derulo. Girl, you got me freaking out. It's I Want You to Love Me or something like that. I just heard that. Someone could be listening to that in their car or something, or that could come on the radio in your car. I don't know why I'm seeing it comes on someone's radio in their car. So let's see. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout as I bring forward a message for the twin flame and divine collective. Please and thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward a message for the twin flame and divine collective. You can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame and Divine Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So let's clear the energy. I set the intention to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this message, watches this video, channeled through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. So I'm seeing a lot of pebbles underwater. So someone could be going down to a stream or a lake or something like that and picking stones out of a stream, or, you know, like the little white pebbles. You could be looking down at that right now or recently. Just seeing lots of little white pebbles underwater. For some of you, I'm seeing like an actual body of water between the two of you now. This could be, I don't know why so much is coming through about water. So, for example, you could be, there could be a river between the two of you or a full-blown lake, but for some of you it's an actual ocean. Like a transatlantic connection or something like that. Sorry. Someone could be called Bethany or Beth. Okay, now I'm seeing a doormat. Now either this is someone who's hoping that you'll have a welcome mat out for them, or this is someone who wishes, you know, they treated you better. Maybe you said to them, I'm not a doormat, you can just, you know, use, or whatever. Yeah, someone maybe used that term, like, I'm not a doormat or something like that. Because I really itching my nose when I said that. Formula One could be significant. Someone could be a Formula One driver, or someone could be like a fan of like Lewis Hamilton or something like that. Someone could like to watch F1 on the TV. I don't even know if it's on right now. I don't follow it myself, but definitely someone who could be into that, the motorsport side of things. I'm hearing the Ricky Martin song, Livin' La Vida Loca. So someone could be a Ricky Martin fan, or somebody could be from the same kind of place as Ricky Martin. That could be the kind of music you like to listen to, or that song could be significant. Someone could find you, or someone could have thought you were some sort of temptress in their life. If you're a bit of a free spirit, they might have been scared by that. Or someone just thought you were a temptation, or someone fell for temptation. But that song could be significant. You could be listening to that right now. Okay. Kathmandu. That just came through. Father, Son and Holy Spirit. So, you know, someone could say that a lot during their prayer, but also this could be someone who is very religious. Wow, the Infinity card. The Infinity card is the most powerful love card in this deck. Our love is infinite and unbreakable. I'm seeing solar panels on the roof of someone's house. Someone could literally have solar panels just put into their home, or they've just moved to a home that's got solar panels. They never had that before. Oh my goodness, the abundance. Be open to the abundance of love coming your way. Wow. Infinite love and abundance of love coming your way. Literal goosebumps. I don't know if you can see that the hairs in my arms are actually standing up and in. And the Heaven card. It says your loved ones are always with you. So this, I was getting that ancestral energy the other night where there's people in spirit is helping you to reach a really beautiful stage of your life here, to fulfill all your wishes and dreams in some way. So let's see. I was definitely feeling some sort of change happen within the sorry, I'm getting lots of taps in my head. I was definitely feeling, when I woke up this morning, I thought there's a shift here in the masculine energy. So that means collectively feminines have shifted overnight, literally shifted their energy overnight. Sacrifice. True love is worth sacrifice. So I feel like your sacrifices here haven't gone unnoticed with if for the divine feminine here, like you have sacrificed a lot. You've sacrificed a lot of yourself for this connection. And for many of you, you've literally went into hermit mode for the last couple of years and you've done nothing but work on your healing and focus on your journey. So I feel like your ancestors and your guides are saying we see how much you've sacrificed. But I also feel for many of you, there's your masculines are kind of sacrificing a lot right now as well to be back with you, to be in your life in some way. Physically, of course, because energetically they're always with you. So it says there may be someone who has you on their mind right now. So whoever you think of right now when this card comes out, chances are that person has you on their mind exactly the same time. So there's definitely someone from your past here that's thinking, and maybe thinking back to the fact that they could have sacrificed their connection with you, their love for you at some point. Because this is someone who feels this really powerful, intense love now. With that infinite love and prepare for an abundance of love, this is someone who's like, you know what? I feel it now and I want to act upon it. But this could be someone who's thinking back to the past and realising that they sacrificed this love, and it could have been for whatever situation they were in. So the transformation card, enter into the light from out of the darkness. So beautiful, and I've got a dragonfly in my mind's eye, so beautiful energy come through her. This is someone who really has gone through a really powerful transformation, a transformative time of their life, purely because they're looking at how powerful this love is. For example, if this is someone that you've not spoke to for like 5 years, for example, and even after 5 years, the moment they met you still feels like yesterday. This person's like, I can barely remember the woman I dated 2 weeks ago, but yet this person I was connected to 5 years ago, it's like it was just yesterday to me. It's like time has not even shifted. And it's because they're now thinking this love is so powerful, it's almost like keeping this person stuck in a timeline with you. Yeah, see the disagreements card. So this person definitely is seeing now that there was a time when you and them did not see eye to eye. You did not see eye to eye about the way you wanted your relationship to go. So if this was someone you were just dating casually and you wanted more, they didn't. If this was someone that you met and you were just friends and you wanted more of a romance and they couldn't offer it. So whatever this, it could have been the other way around. But whatever this is, there was definitely some sort of conflict of interest here in the past. But this person's seeing that they're, and when I say stuck in a past timeline, that's just what I was talking about there. But I mean, they keep going back to the fact that they've never really moved on from that past timeline with you. But whatever you've done here, whatever you have changed overnight, Divine Feminine, you have shifted. You have shifted and they have shifted. Affection, I don't know why I feel so motivated and driven right now, and I do, I feel it. It says, showing affection creates a loving bond between the two of you. So this is definitely someone who was given one-sided, unrequited at some point. Even though this person clearly felt something, but they were definitely giving, you know, very much an unrequited vibe here off to you in the past. And that's maybe where there was a conflict. Sincere. So this person is coming back in a sincere way. They're coming, so if you hear from this person after a period of time, whether it's, you know, a few months, few years, only if this connects with you. I'm going to pull some more cards. As I say, it's important to say only if it connects with you, because, you know, and some people have said this, I've said this before, that there's usually a little tidbit of message in for everyone that comes through, or not everyone, I'm not saying every single person that watches, but a lot of people, they don't think it's a message for them. Then there's a little tidbit comes through and they go, oh, that could be for me because I've just done that today, or I've heard that song today. Or so, you know, I'm not saying it's a one size fits all. It just really, you'll know if there's any messages that come through for you, but just always use your discernment, everyone. So let's see. Now I'm seeing a Black Panther. So timing. The timing is right for something. Now the Black Panther is a very spiritual animal, but it's all, the Black Panther is all about taking risks, going out on a limb. But also the panther moves quietly and steadily, almost like the ninja of the cat world. So maybe this person has been preparing, waiting to take some sort of risk here. Chemistry. Someone who now feels this undeniable chemistry with you. And I'm seeing, just as I said, the chemistry, I'm seeing John Travolta at the ending scene of Grease, and he says it's electrifying and he kind of falls backwards. That's what I'm seeing. So this person, clearly, there's something about your energy that just makes this person go, whoa. Like, it's just something really intense. And it's no wonder with the unbreakable love and the abundance of love cards coming out, there's a really, like, whatever you do to this person, it's electrifying. It's very highly charged. You know, it's like a magnetism that they've never experienced with anyone else before. So let's see. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, yeah, I mean, this card literally says, be united for a good relationship. So this is all about coming back together here and working together to overcome, you know, and maybe this person in the past, just as I say, a lot of people do think that the magnetic connection is just purely about lust and, you know, that sexual desire. But this person is clearly seeing that there's something about you and them. It's just, you know, you work, you know, you're like strawberries and cream, or chocolate and peanut butter, or, you know, whatever, you know, or jelly and peanut butter, whatever, for my beautiful American friends. But there's just something really magical about this dynamic. Now I'm seeing so the reason I'm going quiet is because I'm seeing right now it's like a garden, but there's also lots of little sticks standing in it. So your garden could have lots of little canes or sticks or something in it. And I'm seeing like, so you could be someone who likes to, you might have a, what do you call these little gardens? When you have your own, when you have your own little separate garden somewhere. I can't remember what you call them, but somebody will probably say in comments. So somebody could have their own little garden where they grow stuff, you know, like potatoes and tomatoes, cucumbers, those kind of things, cabbages, because I feel like someone's growing organic vegetables, or maybe this is something you and your person have spoke about in the past. The compromise card when I split the deck. Compromise is not a submission. So, you know, that could definitely be just saying that this person was not willing to compromise on their beliefs in the past, or you weren't willing to compromise on your morals. If this was someone who was in another relationship or something like that, for example. I'm just going to pull, just as a wee bit of curiosity. So let me see what message is coming through from the angels before I get some tarot here. Let's see. Tell me what's coming through here from the angels about this connection. Wow. Now this, for me, is symbolic of Archangel Raphael as well. This energy, so definitely heart healing, connection, journey, balance, and clearing. Now I told you there's something has shifted here because you have found inner peace. Whoever this message is for, and I feel it's for a lot of you, you have found some sort of inner peace and balance within yourself, and the masculine has shifted energy because of it. And the angels are just confirming what I was feeling. Reality check. So this is all about understanding that everything you've gone through has been a blessing in disguise to get you to here. But also you've taken time to focus on your reality in the now, your present moment. And this is, as I say, this is all about looking back and having the epiphany moments and understanding that your journey has all been leading you to this point. The moments that you thought were not possible, you know, like literally the unicorn moments where you thought there's no way that's going to happen, or you've reached a point now where you're like actually starting to believe that something can change, and you believing in that change, and you having that powerful epiphany moment to go, do you know what, this is possible. I'm not giving up on my dream of the future. I'm not giving up on what can be. I'm just releasing the past expectations and now focusing on the future. And the guardian angel card. So purity and unconditional love and lots of healing white light around you, but a powerful guardian angel. Just as I'm saying that, my head's getting tapped again. So they're really trying to get across that you have a lot of protection and love always with you. And the perfect timing cards on the bottom, look, with the sun and moon and the big clock there. So there's something very balanced about the feminine and masculine energy coming through. And it's the perfect time for something. It's a perfect time. So Archangel Uriel and the gold energy. Now Archangel Uriel, when this card comes out, it's saying gold is a good colour for you. And we all know we're on the golden frequency right now. We're on the golden timeline, many of us. You are definitely coming through in that golden DNA. So this is just saying that, see all these ideas that are churning out of Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is the angel that literally plants a seed in your mind and then helps you to grow it. So whatever your idea is, whatever, if you're looking for inspiration for something, for example, you need some inspiration to help you figure out what to say, but also if you want inspiration for anything, like, you know, your writing, your art, whatever that means to you, or even inspiration of where you move forward with your career path or your divine purpose, Archangel Uriel will plant that little seed. So it seems like whatever you've shifted here, you're now getting some sort of inspiration. And also Archangel Uriel is all about being the, I'll just read the card. So it says follow your passion, epiphany moments, entrepreneurial, yeah, that's what I mean, entrepreneurship and divine purpose. So Archangel Uriel is helping you move on to your divine purpose in some way. And you've also got a blessing in disguise card. And I said that about the unicorn. You're seeing everything you've been through has been a blessing in disguise. And it's all been leading you here to this moment where you can now understand that everything is starting to look possible for you again. You know, you're no longer thinking it's, you know, it's an impossible dream or it's an impossible thing that won't happen. So, oh my goodness, my throat chakra going again. So look at that. You are a highly evolved being here. You are someone who can see very, very clearly, a very powerful spiritual connection. You're highly psychic, an oracle, a priestess, a prophetess, something like that. But it says spirit partnership. You are already working for spirit. You're already working on your divine purpose. But Spirit's definitely showing you why everything happened the way it did. Spirit's showing you a new path forward here. I just keep on getting that things that you thought were impossible, you're now believing is more possible, which means you're finding balance and harmony within yourself. You're no longer thinking that, you know, I feel like you understand now that you're a limitless being. You understand that anything is now possible for you. I'm going to pull a card from Mary Magdalene's deck before I get some tarot. Wait a minute, and then we'll have a look. Shuffle them this way, it's a bit easier. Can I get a message, please, that coincides with this one? Crucifixion card. And on the bottom of the deck, the Judgment. And look at the three lights. The three balls of white light here. So, I just want to, before I get some tarot, where did I put my glasses? That is a question. Where did I put my glasses? Okay, so the Crucifixion card. So, I'm not going to make this too much longer. I'll just pull some tarot in a moment, but let me see. So, it says, you are causing yourself much unnecessary suffering by thinking that you need to improve in some way before you can find peace and fulfillment within. So, for much of your life, you have tried to hide the parts of yourself you don't think are lovable. Yet the things you repress or hide always resurface through external situations until you learn to accept and love them. A world of infinite possibilities awaits you now if you can just learn to be yourself and love yourself as you are. There is a shining star inside of you. Allow the light of your star to shine forth, and you will find the people who will love you just the way you are. Over the coming weeks, pay close attention to your thoughts, and when you find yourself thinking negatively or fearfully, consciously transform that thought into a loving one and continue doing this until the cycle is completely broken. This will take time, dedication and perseverance, but eventually the rewards will be great. So that's just what I was talking about. You have shifted something here. Whoever I'm connecting to, you have shifted because you have released this negative view around yourself. You have released all this feeling like you're not good enough or the negative thoughts about yourself, and it has released something in some way. And the Judgment card on the bottom, let's see. So just because we had the Crucifixion, now we'll read the Judgment and see how they connect up, because I feel they do. So love and accept all of who you are as you are. Every trait serves a purpose, and until you see the light within you, you will not see the light in others. How you feel about the world around you is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Everything you see in others reflects something back to you. You draw people, situations, and events into your life that reflect what you are yet to love about yourself. As you journey through life, you grow in wisdom. Eventually, you will value that many of your perceptions of good and bad, of right and wrong, were merely illusions. So there's definitely something coming through for you and this person here, whoever this is for, whoever group of people this is for, that's saying that seeing through the illusions now and understanding that why you, remember you got the Blessing in Disguise card, why you keep repeating the same cycles in relationships, why you keep inviting the same people into your energy. It's because of the way you were looking at the world, or because of how this person was looking at the world. But when you start to look at the world through the eyes of love and grace and humility, and see all the love and beauty around us, it invites that into our life. You're no longer open to the toxic stuff, the negative stuff. That's just all the negative toxic illusions that keep us stuck. But there's something awakening here in you and this person. And I feel it's because you have found peace. You have now shifted into this energy of peace within yourself and acceptance of yourself, which has then created a ripple effect within your person. And now your person is also starting to see life differently and see their situation differently. So I'll pull a Priestess Oracle card in a moment, and I'll also get a Keeper of the Light. So let's see. Can you give me some energy through here for who this message is connecting to at this time? I'm just going to pull a few tarot cards here, I think, because I'm not going to go too deeply into it, because I feel this is a very general message tonight that could be connecting to a lot of people on the twin flame journey. The moon. Something about this full moon on Friday is very auspicious for whatever's going on here. There's a shift happened here, and the moon is playing a big part of it with this eclipse corridor with the world card on the bottom. There's some powerful new cycle coming in here. Now look who is sitting right behind the world card. There's something shifted here within the masculine energy. That's all I can tell you. Some sort of emotional breakthrough. Something is cleared. Something has, I just feel there's been some sort of breakthrough here. And it's because of the work you beautiful divine feminines have been doing. Man or woman, it does not matter. The divine feminines are doing the work here. And the Temperance card tried to jump out, but I'll put it back in again. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Something you are doing. Sorry, I'm always say Seven of Pentacles that card, but it's Eight of Pentacles. Something you are doing, something you have been investing in, something you've been working on, you've been putting in the effort. And it's bringing in someone here who's ready to communicate with you. Someone, it's the healing work you've been doing, and there's Judgment on the bottom, which is definitely all about awakening and having those very powerful epiphany moments, seeing the world differently. So whatever effort you've been putting in here, and I feel this is someone also ready to put in the effort for you. They're ready to put in the effort for you. The Six of Wands here in the bottom. They're ready to put in the work. They're ready to show up for you. They're ready to give you the attention and love they never gave you in the past. And, you know, and I definitely feel this is someone who, yeah, I just feel someone, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. You know, like if you said to someone, I think I should tell you how I feel. No, don't tell me. Or I think I should tell you what happened, you know, and this is just someone who's very much denial. You know, like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. This card's trying to come out, so I'm going to take it out. King of Cups. This person challenged you, not in a good way. They challenged you because I feel you're someone who is very much, you know, you're someone who is very much, you take people at face value. And this person, I feel you couldn't work them out. I feel like this, my dad used to have a saying for people, and he would say they've got more faces in Big Ben, which is the clock in London. And he was basically saying how some people, you never know if you can trust them or not because they've got more faces in Big Ben. And that always made me laugh. And that's what I'm going to kind of get from this person. You want to take someone at face value, but there's something about you that keeps on saying they change up too much. Like 1 minute they're this way, then they say that, and they act that way. And so this person was definitely messing with you, or the way you see people, because I feel you're someone who definitely is very open to everyone, but there was something about this person that really challenged you on that. The Tower. the Tower wants to come out as well. So interesting. So there's definitely something, some sort of breakthrough here. There's definitely a breakthrough with the Judgment and the Tower. And this, as I say, this could be for many of you happening here around the full moon. Yes, see, something that's been stuck and stagnant for a while because someone has had to really see things differently. They've had to awaken to the truth of something. So it's so strange, I'm now hearing the song I Can't Fight This Feeling Any Longer, and I just pulled that card from my song deck for another reading there. So this is someone who really can't fight their feelings for you anymore, or for many of you. Yeah, see, the Lovers come out. And Ace of Cups. I can't fight these feelings any longer. I'm hearing the song Day Tripper. Now, I don't know if I always get the Monkees and the Beatles mixed up, so it could be either. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Beatles. I think it's Day Tripper. It's the song called Day Tripper. Or that could be completely wrong. So this could be someone who plans on visiting you and having a day trip where you are, or maybe they're going to invite you to go and have a day trip with them somewhere. Maybe that's how you met this person. You were on a day trip somewhere. Now I'm seeing the Rock of Gibraltar in my mind's eye. Now the Rock of Gibraltar has connections for me with Atlantis as well. So don't know why I'm seeing the Rock of Gibraltar. Maybe this is where someone's visited recently. Maybe someone went on a day trip to the Rock of Gibraltar recently, or they plan to do that. I'm getting lots of cold energy up my right hand side, so definitely could be your masculine who maybe you did that with them. You had a day trip to Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar. Look at that, the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. 3-3. Something about the two of you here, I just feel when the first card out on this table was infinite love, unbreakable love, and an abundance of love. Get ready for an abundance of love. There's something about when you two come back together here. Influential couple, power couple, going to do great things in the world kind of couple. I just feel there's something that's going to be really exciting and dynamic about the two of you as well. You know, like you could be the jet set couple, or you could be the couple who's always doing kind of, you know, you could be like doing these experiences where you go, you know, like we're doing this for charity today, we're going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro for charity. I just feel like dynamic couple who are willing to take on challenges together. Yeah, pulling your resources together. As you said, pulling your resources together to build something. So somebody could be really skilled, so somebody could be a really skilled like engineer in something, and somebody could be really skilled in designing houses, or I'm just bringing that out of nowhere there, or someone could be really skilled at, you know, I'm trying to think like sculpting, and somebody could be really skilled at marketing and, you know, something like that, so they're able to sell their sculptures for them. You know, I'm just giving examples, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. A dynamic couple who's going to be able to share their resources but pull together their talents and resources to create something. I'm seeing like a really healing pool as well. So maybe you and this person used to go to a pool together where you'd go, like maybe there's a healing pool quite close to you. The Four of Cups come out. So I feel the two of you have definitely been moving slowly on this journey because of distractions around you, because the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune card came out. So this just tells me that whatever was keeping you and this person distracted and not really focusing on your your connection so much, or maybe this person, keeping this person sort of stuck in a constant energy of not being interested in moving into a relationship. But the Wheel of Fortune in the Seven of Wands, that is something that you're both moving past whatever obstacles here was holding you back. Whatever the distractions were here from the past, they're no more. Tell me about this Four of Cups, please. Tell me about the Four of Cups and what's been overcome here. Tell me about this Four of Cups. Okay. So the Magician. So this just tells me that you've both been ready for this for a while. And maybe just sitting, as I say, what I was talking about in the start, focus too much on the past timelines. Thinking that you'd missed an opportunity, or your masculine thinking they'd missed an opportunity with you, or you thinking I've missed an opportunity. You know, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, that type of energy coming from you both. But actually you've both been ready for a long time, but I do feel you were stuck in the past. You were distracted by the past timelines and not focusing on the beautiful future ones. And I feel now that you've let go of the past, destiny is pushing you forward and overcoming the obstacles here that kept you both from moving back together previously. So, you know, as I say, I was speaking about my own stuff at the start because I feel it coincides, not because I feel this is my message, but because I feel this is the energy a lot of Divine Feminines are in right now. And I split the deck on the friggin' Four of Wands. So, you know, you could be seeing 1111 a lot more recently. That could be appearing more and more and more. 777 could be highly significant as well. I'm going to pull a song just because I heard I can't fight this feeling any longer. What song wants to come through for this message, please and thank you? Might not be that song that comes out, but I Knew I Loved You Before I Met You by Savage Garden. Look at that powerful love. Oh my goodness, this is my soulmate recognition card. If you've met someone that you have an undeniable connection with, then you may have met your soulmate. When two souls find each other in this lifetime, it's the most beautiful feeling in the world. Enjoy the moment and let your connection grow organically. True love has no limitations over time and space, and whatever will be, will be. So you got the infinite love, limitless love. Your love has no limitations placed upon it. And you know, and there's the Tracks of My Tears card in the bottom. And remember I was talking about how my dad used to say more faces than Big Ben. I told you this, you could never have known where you stood with this person because they were always putting on a front. They were always giving you a different personality. That you could have really started to think, is this person genuine? Like, is this person for real? Like, I don't know who I'm dealing with here. And that's kind of what I was picking up on. So, Kuthumi card wanted to jump out, the Cloak of Wisdom. So let's see. Any other Keeper of the Light here that wishes to come through? Any other Keeper of the Light here connecting to this message? It could be relevant for this message, please and thank you. Oh, beautiful. So, Gaia, Earth connection. It says, be mindful of the planet and come back to Earth. Time to stay grounded. So this is definitely what I feel. There's a shift happening here because collectively the Divine Feminine has shifted. They found peace, they found harmony, and maybe like me over the last couple of days you've really felt you've had to ground yourself, because if you're feeling quite, you know, high vibrational, you need to really ground yourself because you can't stay in that high vibration all the time. It's not sustainable. Oh my goodness. I don't know, there's something about throat chakra the last few days keeps on catching my throat. So you've definitely been grounding yourself and focusing on that grounding for many of you. A call to action. It's time to take charge, lead by example and walk your talk. Now, so this, I feel many of you are already doing this. You're already understanding that it's time now to put everything you've learned, all your wisdom, and everyone I'm speaking to, even in my individual sessions with people, they're all saying, I really feel it's time for me to start my project, start my business. I'm absolutely done in my current day job. I just want to move into my divine purpose now. I know I'm a healer. I know I'm a psychic. I am so blessed. I actually have so many beautiful, powerful psychics, readers and spiritual teachers that watch this channel, and I'm even more blessed the fact that I do readings for you, so thank you for trusting me to do that. But I know many of you are powerful teachers and guides, leaders, who are now understanding it's time to take up your role here and step into your divine purpose, because you have so much to bring through to the world. And I say that to you all the time. You are so amazing, you're so wonderful, and the world needs to connect with you the way I connect with you now, because so many of you just have not been putting your light out there into the world, and it's such a shame, because the world needs more of your light. The Kuthumi, the cloak of wisdom, you already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know from within. And this is definitely the energy I feel coming through for the feminine and masculines right now. Trusting what you already know. Trust the feelings. Trust and know that everything that you're feeling is not your, it's not that your ego. As long as you're coming from a place of love, whatever you're feeling through love, that is the most impactful thing, and that is the only true thing. Anything else that doesn't come through from the heart space is ego. White eagle, ancestor spirits, there we go, connect to your lineage, a family wound or pattern that had to be healed. Now, this energy came through last week, I think it did, at the start of a message, but I've been talking a lot about the ancestor energy because it's been coming through a lot the last few days. So many of you have literally broken something, healed something, broke some sort of pattern or karmic loop that your ancestors were sitting in. And I just feel it's a beautiful time for many of you to be celebrated for all the beautiful work you've done, and more still to bring to the world. I feel it's only just beginning for many of you, it really is. So let me see. But this is really a very powerful love connection here that's coming through. So let me see what's coming through here. Okay. So let me pick a card. From the Priestess Oracle, what's coming through here? Collective energy. For the Twin Flame and Divine Collective, what is the message here to close out on tonight? I saw one in here and then I don't know, let me just spread them out a bit. I'm looking at two now and I don't know which one it was. Okay, let's try it again. See, spread them out and see where I'm drawn to. Yeah, I'm seeming to be going back to the same place, but again, I'm kind of drawn to two, so I don't know. I'll take both since I'm drawn to two. The Isis Chamber and the High Council of Light. And the Blue Lotus in the bottom. Now, the other night it was the White Lotus came through, and tonight it's the Blue Lotus, so that's interesting. So get my other glasses. So sorry folks, if you've already stopped watching, then I understand, but I feel when I was drawn to two cards, I feel I have to kind of honour that. So the Isis Chamber and the High Council of Light. Oh, that's the one that I opened to first, so I'll just go for this one first. So Ascended Masters, Divine Leadership and Collaboration Purpose. Oh my goodness. Now, what was I just saying about you and this person have some sort of collaboration to do, but also just talking about your purpose. So, beloved one, you have been summoned by the highest, the High Council of Light. 12 Ascended Masters of Divine Truth, Wisdom and Higher Service gather now in the etheric realms, inviting you to step into your role as a multidimensional leader. You are not here to walk alone, you are here to co-create and to lead alongside the other divine ones. This is your moment of activation into self-mastery and collaborative purpose. You've crossed thresholds, released old timelines. Wow. I told you, you've crossed a threshold and released an old timeline. I just felt something had shifted. Wow. Now you are ready, released old timelines and remembered your light. Now you're ready to activate a new consciousness grid. The Council welcomes you into the etheric halls of divine light, a place beyond space and time, where soul missions are woven together in harmony for the healing of Earth and the elevation of all beings. Each master offers you a thread of your soul's remembrance. Serapis Bey brings ascension clarity. Lady Nada brings emotional mastery. Kuan Yin holds the codes of compassion. El Morya anchors divine will. Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Ishtar and others stand as your allies, not above you but beside and with you always, as active aspects of you, activating your embodiment of new earth leadership rooted in unity and self-mastery. You're being supported by the masters at this very moment and ask them to connect with you now. Ask to be protected, ask to be guided as you serve in greater ways. There is advanced etheric technologies available to assist your life, and the High Council works through the multidimensional system to upgrade your energy field, your light body, and your capacity to channel divine intelligence. You are receiving wisdom through pure frequency. You are being wired for more. Trust, open, and receive their gifts now. You are part of the multidimensional team, and your role is essential. Leadership is no longer about standing apart nor above. It is about rising together, honouring your unique frequency while co-creating from a shared field of trust, truth and divine alignment. Sovereign, unique beings come together with generous hearts ready to collaborate with each other. You're being asked to lead now with love and in true service to everyone around you. It is time to listen deeply to your inner guidance and to collaborate with both seen and unseen allies. From the etheric retreats of Shambhala, Venus, Sirius, Lyra and beyond, the Ascended Masters work with you now in daytime, in dream time, in meditation and in energy transmission. You can call them in and walk with them now as your team of divine co-creators, amplifying your impact across all the timelines. Wow, what a message. And let's get the Isis chamber. Sorry, my daughter's blow drying her hair with her super duper hairdryer thing. So the Isis chamber, transformation, upgrades and golden empowerment. Now you got that card from Archangel Uriel with the gold as well, and it's 57:57 on the clock. So 12:12 again coming through strongly tonight. Dear one, you're being called deeper into the temple of Isis now, in her Adytum, her most sacred chamber, a precious space in the heart of the temple of Isis in southern Egypt, existing both physically and multidimensionally in higher realms. And many of us have visited this temple of Isis in our Zoom sessions. This chamber is a portal into the highest potentials activation, where Isis herself offers you an upgrade of consciousness and soul expansion. Through your nervous system, here the energy of divine alchemy moves through you now, awakening latent gifts and guiding you towards a new level of empowerment. You are invited to release old karmic layers and step into your higher divine truth, so you can shape your reality from the highest vibration of grace and the freedom of your vessel. This card comes to you with a powerful activation. Sit or lie down and relax into the vastness of your soul, and trust Isis to guide you through the ascension portal. Close your eyes now and open yourself fully to the sacred moment. Feel yourself stepping into the chamber of the Divine Mother. This is where ancient rites of ascension and rebirth are performed by Isis and her priestesses since the beginning of time. To lift us into a higher frequency, feel the warm golden light embrace you as you see Isis coming before you. Her presence, both comforting and incredibly powerful. And that is how I've described her when we're in our Zoom sessions. Just to get back to this, I always say she comes in so softly, so lovingly, with so much love and intention and unconditional love. but she comes in like a sledgehammer with that love. And that's always how I describe her. And it's so funny, we're going to be working with Isis during the full moon, and there is an activation coming in from her, and it is about the golden frequency. And so that's so aligned with what we're going to be doing on Friday. It just blows my mind sometimes. Her presence both comforting and incredibly powerful. She places her hand on your heart, putting there a specific glyph, your symbol of empowerment, activating the boundless power that resides within. From this space, she ignites your wings of golden light, protective, powerful, and radiant. Trust Isis as she holds you with love and wisdom, guiding you to release old layers and rise into your highest expression. Breathe deeply, receive the full activation, and trust in the messages coming through this multidimensional elevation. I am actually feeling warmth going through my chest reading this, which is amazing. Feel your nervous system upgrading and expanding to reach a higher octave of embodiment. This chamber is a reminder that evolution is a journey of ascension through the empowerment of who you came here to be. This sacred upgrade you receive calls you to receive more light, anchoring in the wisdom of Isis within your cells. Healing, magic, and divine love are infusing your being. Surrender and carry forward the codes that now flow through you. Letting the presence of Isis bless your path forward. It is time to serve the highest light, to share what you have received in full devotion, and wear her golden codes. You are forever safe and held, and carrying her divine protection with you always. So wow, that is just truly amazing. What another amazing message, and what an amazing message to end on as well. I mean, that golden frequency has always played a part in my journey, and right from the moment I went through my awakening, I was connected to the Christ consciousness and the golden timeline. And it's always been something I've focused on my entire channel for years. And, you know, it's just such a full circle moment for me, the fact that I've already taken notes about the full moon on Friday and what we're going to do with Mother Mary and Isis and Hathor and Bridget. And one of the things that Isis was planning on doing with this beautiful golden code, it was almost like a golden code activation, a golden code ceremony, but there's so many things going to be going on in that event. So it's definitely something that, you know, I might still do, but I don't know now because I've just done a little version of it there, but we'll see. But whatever I'm going to do at the full moon event, I will do as always, and they're always so powerful and we always feel it together, and I'm looking forward to that. So let's close out. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your physical reunion to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father and Mother of all creation, thank you for this time we have spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. Amen. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Namaste.